So this whole thing here, I was just starting to talk, and I apologize, but I had my pause button on my microphone. So sorry about that. I'm just situating the setup here. Um, so I was just going into a little bit about American Truck Sim. So last time I had it, the quality wasn't all that great. I'm having trouble with my pedal, so the brakes keep on popping. Psh, psh, psh. You hear the air brake. As I mentioned before, I think it's the check valve or the emergent pressure release valves that are going off all the time because my brake pedals are the connection is not very good. Well, I wasn't able to resolve that, unfortunately, and but we're going to make best of what we can. Now, as far as recording, we're getting into 720p, 60 frames per second. I thought I'd give that a try. I might even try 1080 later on. We'll just see how it goes. But I think what was happening last time, I had these. I thought that because this is a Steam-initiated game, I thought you just set your broadcast settings through Steam, and that automatically takes care of everything. Well, it does for Steam. Unfortunately, it doesn't for YouTube. So what I was actually doing, I was actually not only broadcasting through Steam, I was broadcasting through YouTube, which is my only intent is to go through YouTube, not broadcast through Steam at the same time. So that was an incredible drain on my system. Now I'll talk about my system in a little bit and what you really need. You can see it in the description link there. It's not a whole lot to run this. You can see the quality is pretty decent. And yeah, so even to be able to broadcast at the same time, so it's pretty cool. Now, trying to broadcast to two separate, two separate broadcasting systems like Steam versus YouTube. Sending that signal out, you can imagine the incredible drain not only on my system itself, but I'm thinking my actual internet. And now I've got a pretty decent internet. I mean, I run 60 megs per second on the download and 10 up. So, my uploading is pretty decent, and it's pretty consistent, so we shouldn't have any problems that way. But I can see why I was having frame rate drops, all that kind of stuff, because I was really pushing the boundaries of my very inexpensive PC. So other than that, we'll see how this works out today. We kind of get that figured out, and now I did have some mods. We'll go into that maybe a little bit, the different mods that I have put in. But the mods are very simple to add. You just go into your workshop, which is when you get into your menu, you get into workshop. Once you're in the Steam menu, you go into workshop. Once you're in the workshop, you can actually go into there and start adding your mods that you want to add. Very simple. You just click on them. I would read the description. You want to make sure that you get the mod that is the latest version, because you may have other mods in there that are similar in nature, do the same thing, but they're an older version, and that could conflict with the mod itself. So I highly recommend that you have a peek in there and make sure you get the correct mod. Now, like I said, I'm having some pedal issues, so my braking and everything kind of sucks. I do have the real life physics on, so you'll see that there'll be some neat movement in there. Braking isn't quite as good, which is, to be honest with you, I think they overdone it. Being, I guess you could say, retired or formal career as a truck driver, some of it is just bang on. There's other things in this real life physics mod that aren't quite the way it should be. Like the braking, the braking in these modern trucks are much better, especially if you only have 20,000 pounds on or something. Braking should be fairly easy. Not on a dime, mind you, but pretty easy. So I had to make some adjustments. It could be in the way I have this set up and all that kind of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll see where we're at. So as you can see right now, here's my setup for my name. So I've driven so far just 1,311 miles. A lot of that has just been playing around and trying to figure out what's what. I haven't even rolled the truck at one time because I had no brakes. My brakes and my pedals wasn't communicating, and I couldn't make the turn, and the truck just rolled right over. First time I had to roll and had to get through the recovery of that. I haven't purchased a truck yet, and I want to discover a few more dealers before I do that. As well, I also want to make a few more dollars, make some more money, and before I get into my bank loan. Once I get my bank loan, I'm going to pick up a truck. I don't know if I'm going to get into Kenworth or the Peterbilt. I always wanted a nice big Pete in real life, to be honest. They're beautiful trucks. I've been in them before. They're ultra smooth, especially the Detroit. I always liked the Detroit motors. Now I don't think that they're running Detroits in this for whatever reason. I haven't seen a Detroit motor yet. They're running the usual Cat. I think there's even international in Cummins, of course. You can have a variant of transmissions. Now, there is an option. I was watching this other video. The guy picked actually a Spicer transmission. It's got to be one of the worst transmissions that are out there, in my humble opinion. They're just horrible, horrible transmissions. This guy thought, oh, 18 speeds. It's a Spicer. That's another myth with, more gears, the better. No, not necessarily. Especially for higher highway trucks, an 18 speed is overkill. You don't need an 18 speed for a highway truck. And you're not using them anyway. A lot of them are really low gears, and then a lot of them as well are also low reverse gears. So you get different gearing in reverse. So it takes, it sounds like there's a lot of gearing, but there isn't. There's only about 10 that you're going to be basically using. Just look at 10, a 10 speed. I've used 13 overs, that kind of stuff, but 13 overs not too bad. I've always liked that kind of a tranny. But for basic highway trucks, 10 speed is all you really need. You got your splitter, you do it 5 up, and then split it up and get into high range, and then do it all over again. So very easy, not very complicated, and especially if you're using that. Now I see a lot of people now are going to like the Allison type automatic transmissions. I had an opportunity to use one, and it was amazingly quick. I couldn't get over how quick it was, especially with load on, and how fast it got up to speed. So there's something to be said about these new automatic transmissions. I know the old school truck drivers, they may not think so, but there is something to be said about them, and I kind of like them, but I don't know. It's something nice about being able to have your own, shifting all the time. Very manly. Very, very manly. All right, so we haven't purchased a truck yet, and so we just have one little shack. Now, on ETS2, I got about $14-15 million. I got 30 people working for me, and I got about 10 or 15 garages with X number of bays in them, so to accommodate all those drivers. We might even get into some ETS, get that truck all done. But there's nothing that beats, the old, ETS2 is great, but being from the North America, this side of the pond, I really love the conventional style. I hate the cab over. I just friggin' hate the cab overs. There's an old saying about the cab overs, right? You're the first on the scene of every accident. And quite literally, right up in here, it would just come right straight down. That's the cab over. This is, when you have big long nose like that, that's considered the conventional style trucks. But literally, you're sitting here, the nose comes right down, so if you have an impact, rear end or whatever, another truck coming at you, guess what? You're the first person to get it, right? So anyway, something to be said about that. We can have a little chat about that a little bit more in depth later on. And what we should do, I guess. I don't even know if anybody's watching. That's another thing about this. As opposed to PS4, I could see all the people that would be in the chat room. Unfortunately, I cannot with this. I cannot see who is there, who isn't there, unless I get into the chat mode and through my phone, and then just check every now and again and see if anybody is actually putting in or making any comments. So we'll just open that browser up on my phone. I won't be able, oh, here we go. Look at this. Wow, already? Hey, what's going on? Oh, Noah. Wow, I didn't think there'd be that many of you in there. Hey, Pigpen. Yeah, for sure. Ah, cool. Oh, simulation gaming is gone. Sorry. Yeah. So Noah, if you're still there, I don't know if you are or not. I just opened it up, and hopefully you're still there. The problem is, Noah, is I have to use my phone. I haven't figured out how to actually use it because I broadcast if you're a return. Um, Normally I broadcast through the PS4. So the PS4 automatically puts a window up on my right hand side, and I can see the chats as they come in. So so what I'm using right now, I'm just using my phone, and so I'll try and look at that as we go. Um, and I just got to get a better setup. Just have to forgive me. This is actually, I'm first starting to get PC on the go here. So I'm just feeling it out right now and trying. Like, it's so much easier, to be honest with you, with the PS4. But the PS4, as a lot of people know, is very limited in what you can do. And anyway, so I'll try to look at this the best I can at this chat thing, and if I could just figure out how to get it up in here, because I'll be driving and I don't have anywhere, like, I can't see my rig right now or my setup here for this, but I gotta have somewhere where I can put this up. But I can send you guys a message. How about that? Oh, you're new to your channel. Oh, good, excellent. You're Canadian too. Oh no, you're not. You're not Canadian. What are you, Canadian? Are you Canadian? So I'm gonna send you a message. Hey, what's up? Glad to have you. Glad to have you here. So just have to bear with me there as best as you can. I know until I get this chat thing figured out, it's definitely not like the PS4, like I said, and I'm still trying to get it figured out. West African. Cool. Very cool. What's happening in West Africa? I wish I had some sort of mount so I can watch this. But okay, so let's get rocking here. Let's see if we can get down the road, and hopefully my pedals will be working. We're gonna have a look at the job market. I'm just gonna do quick jobs now. You see this other freight market here is grayed out, and so are the external contracts. I just don't have I don't have one yet, so I don't have a truck yet in this one. An American truck. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna go down the road and make a few more bucks, and then I'll get a bank loan and see if I can get myself a nice Pete. I'm trying to figure whether, maybe you can help me, whether I'm going to get a Pete or whether I'm going to get a Kenworth. But I need to discover a few more truck dealers. So what is this? Oh yeah, Peterbilt. Peterbilt. Cool. I love the Pete's. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. I love the old conventional style as well. I don't like this new aerodynamic so much. I like the older conventional style trucks. It's pretty cool. And I actually used to drive these for a living. All different styles. Let's get something with a bigger cab. There's a red one up here at the very beginning, I think it was. A little high rise. Where is it going? Oh, let's go into Arizona. That's a good little run. What are we taking here? Hazard 1 class, and it's a standard delivery. So that sounds good. What's it paying? $17,000. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oops, sorry, I just banged my mic. I really got to get work on Really got to work on getting a setup, don't I? I think it's or I got to figure out how to. Oh, I don't know if I like those graphics. Well, I guess it's okay, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful trucks. Peterbilt's nice truck. The finish, the fit and finish is by far, like, you know, nobody beats Peterbilt, really. So I have to start this baby up, if I can remember. I don't know if my wheel's connected here. Is my wheel connected? Ah! What the heck? Let's try this again. Oh, you know what? I guess I gotta set up my wheel. I set it up all last time. I shouldn't have to go through this again. Mamma mia. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Yes. Look at that. Keyboard only. What are you talking about? It's the wheel. So I gotta reset this. Please tell me I don't have to reset this shit all over again. I will not be happy. Keyboard. Force feedback. Let's go to Input Wizard. Yes, I mean. Oopsie. I shouldn't have to reset this again. I'll go sequential. No, it's not picking up. So steering. There we go. I gotta reset all this over again. You gotta be kidding me. I'll see what I mean by my brakes here in a sec. See the brakes? I got it's interfering with my. I'll put a little bit of dead zone, so it's not affecting. So I just gotta adjust. Yeah, so I've been fighting pedals. I just don't have the money, unfortunately, to replace them at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to make any money off of YouTube to buy them. But so I have to make do with what I got. I know it kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Why is that? That should be. That's not really helping me. Running on empty. Normally, if I just unplug and then replug, then it's all golden. But for some reason, it's giving me a little hard of a time today, of course. I really didn't think I'd have to reset the whole darn thing. It kind of sucks. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, so we don't have to worry about clutch up and down. Gotta be kidding me. I gotta reset everything again? Next. Shift up. Shift down. Next. Should be it. Force feedback. Now I gotta put in. It's quite a bit, actually. It's quite a bit of stuff, eh? Let's see here. Force feedback. I don't need any of that. Steering axis, steering dead zone, acceleration, brake clutch, look down. I don't need to put in the shifters. Okay, and then keyboard. So I need so I gotta do all these. So the start engine, jeez, really? Parking brake. Engine brake. I think I have that on automatic anyway. Brake. Don't need that. Trailer brake. Oh, I guess I should have like a little test button. I'm not gonna bother with that. Don't need that for right now. The drop axle. So left turn indicator, right turn indicator, hazards is H, I'll have to remember that, light modes, high beam, I'll put that there. The beacons, we can change all that within the main menu.